2020. What a year, huh? You've been locked down, locked up, and laid off. Everything has changed, and you are not sure where you belong anymore. For the last year, you have watched this new trend of farmers on YouTube while sitting on your deck looking at the valley below. You can do that, you say to yourself. Didn't some guy say farming was just digging a hole and dropping a seed into it? Well, anyone can do that, right? Your boss, that wackadoodle Nitrodad, has been bugging you for years to sell him your house. He has even increased his offer so the sale will provide you with enough capital to purchase 2 of the 4 farms in the valley, while leaving you some extra money for equipment. You are able to cash in your retirement account and purchase 2 tractors and a fertilizer spreader. The equipment is waiting for you at the local Tractor World shop. If you choose to sell your house and property and need a place to sleep, there is a trailer for rent in the valley behind Bubba's repair shop. It's not much, but it's the only place for rent in the valley, and it's cheap. You will find lots of contract work available around the valley. Now, it's time for you to decide. What will you do? Keep your house and do contract work for that idiot Nitrodad until you have increased your bank account? Will you sell and buy a farm? Maybe sell and bank the money, rent a place, and wait. It's all up to you. A few things to help you on your journey. There are several production facilities around the county, including a compost production facility, 25% manure, 75% straw, ethanol and corn syrup, 25% water, 75% corn, flour production, which will take wheat, rye, spelt, corn, and barley, sugar production, which will take sugar beets and sugarcane, a pig food production plant, which will take 25% maize, 25% wheat or barley, and 50% sugar beets or potatoes. And also in the valley, you will find a seed production facility. Sell points for all crops and products are located around the country. Pay close attention to prices to maximize your profit. There is only one licensed fertilizer dealer in the county and can be found off the highway on north side of the map. You can purchase both liquid and dry fertilizer as well as lime there. Fertilizer storage silos have been placed at each farm. You can maximize your profits if you sell your products and purchase supplies in the big city, as companies figure in transport costs at rural locations. The compost you produce can be spread on your fields or sold at Agway, which is a great place to buy a wide range of goods. Be careful of local drivers. They travel the speed limit and don't stop for anything. So what are you waiting for? Hit the ground running. Show that jerk Nitrodad you can be somebody. Stand up for yourself. Maybe own the whole valley instead of him one day. Please enjoy the local scenery, backcountry roads, and interstates, wide rivers, and waterfalls. Take care, my friends.
Good day, my farming friends. How the heck are you? Welcome to a new 4X PC map by the one and only Nitrodad Susquehanna Valley, based in upstate New York. This is a dandy. Probably, I'm gonna say it. Yep, it's the best damn American map to date for Farming Simulator. It is it's quite the map, I tell you. You're gonna love it. Anyways, it is Wednesday around noonish here Central Time, so this map is supposed to be released around noon, give or take, loading times and all that stuff. It'll be on Nexus Mods. So I have a link to that map in the description, either before or after, depending on the release times of this video and the map. But anyway, I got to give a special thanks to Nitrodad. He's a good man, he's a good friend, and he gave me the opportunity to help do a little testing on this map this last couple weeks, and I tell you, I've had a lot of fun. This is going to be great. This is absolutely going to be great. So let's start off. In the beginning, you heard the creepy voice person give a little description. That is the map description by Nitrodad himself. So pay attention to that. It is also in the downloadable file. So when you download the file, make sure you unzip that and include all the mods that come with this map, because there are built-in factories on this map. Sugar factory, ethanol factory, corn syrup factory, and it's stunning. Compost, seed. So it's all built into the map, so make sure you download that. There's also a Ford pickup truck that is included in the map as well. But let's take a look at it, my friends. It's biggin'. It's a biggin'. It's a 4X map. Well laid out. I mean, he did the job to the upstate New York and tried to represent that area, and I think he did a spectacular job. Absolutely spectacular job. So, first things first is the red lines here are the interstate lines. The blue lines are city street lines, and the black lines I would just call like state highway roads, county roads. So there's a beautiful road network here. Now, the interstate is not all the way around, but you can intersect, and there's road. I mean, that's the point of it. Get out there, get in your Ford pickup truck, and go for a drive. I'm telling you what, the scenery, the elevation changes, from the valley to the hills, I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. So looking at this map, let's just start in the center because the map gives you 4 farm opportunities to choose from the beginning. You've got one here, you've got one here, you've got one here, and you've got one down here. So if I do on the buy map, you got that farm there, $332,706. You got this farm here for $803,000. You have got this farm here for $538,000, and this farm here for $1 million. So you do have a choice. And the way he set this up was kind of unique because listen to the story, read the description, and go from there. When you come into this map, you start off with this nice little fancy red, white, and blue American Pride house. You got a pool, and you got a little hot tub down there in the lower level. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? And you also get a pickup truck and 2 tractors and a fertilizer spreader. So that's the way he wanted you to start off this map, that you have options. You could bank the money, you could just keep doing contracts, you could sell everything, you could buy a farm, you could go from there. So the options are up to you. But this is the farm that you own, or you don't own a farm, this is the house that you own, right up here on the hillside. So as you see, when you come in here on a new farmer, you start with $100,000. You have this property here, which you could sell for $659,000. Oh, I tell you, that Nitrodad, that wackadoodle, that he owns the whole valley. He's kind of a pusher. He is kind of a pusher. So you have options there. When you go into your garage, you're going to see that you do have a Massey Ferguson 7726. You have a Dutz Far 9340 TTV Warrior. You have the Ford tow-tune. That is an awesome pickup truck. Detail on that is absolutely awesome. And you have a fertilizer spreader. Now, also keep in mind that you have a sleep trigger. Okay, there's sleep triggers in this map. $25. I think Clutch last night was complaining about the price, so Nitrodad changed it. $25 for the sleep trigger, which can be placed anywhere. So if you were to go and sell this house to that Nitrodad guy, there's a little sleep trigger. They are a poster, kind of cool. So you have to sell the sleep trigger first before you sell the property. Just keep that in mind. So that kind of goes with it. Okay, so that's that. You have a garage over here with your pickup truck in it. I tell you what, just the detail of the map is really impressive. Absolutely, really 100% impressive. So here's your garage with your Ford tow-tune pickup truck in there. So we're going to take a little trip around the map. I'm going to try to go through this. It might be a little bit long because this is a big 4X map. There's lots to show, and I don't want it to drag on forever, but I want to get all the points across that Nitrodad was trying to portrayed. Just keep in mind, just read the map description. That'll give you the whole lowdown, and it was read to you before if you were paying attention to that. So that is that. Now, there is one other option he did point out to you in the description, that if you want to sell this land and just bank some money, use your equipment, and do some contracts, right down here next to Bubba's place is a sleep trigger whoa, crap, what happened there? Is a sleep trigger placement thing. So we'll take a look at that, but there is also another sleep trigger here that you could buy this land for $24,326. You have a little shop, you got a sleep trigger there, and you could just start to bank money if that's what you so choose to do. So that is that option as well. Now let's take a look at the layout of the map. We are right here, kind of in the main industrial town center. I'm telling you, the detail, the businesses, you really got to get out and explore it. And I'm not going to go through all the different buildings, but I would say the vast majority of the buildings you can walk into, you can interact with. I mean, you can pick up a damn hamburger if you want. Please go do that. Look on the walls. Look at all the pictures on the walls. There's real life pictures of people that you would recognize. And I mean, it's awesome. Matter of fact, over here, let's see. No, it's up. Where is that diner? I can never find the diner. The diner's over here. Arnold's Burgers. Go check that out. Walk inside there. The music, the pictures. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. So up here in the main thing, you have kind of your, well, I would say the sale points are spread out along the whole map. But here you got Spokely Potatoes, which is a, I got to tell you, I was honored when he did it, because that is our real life potato packaging plant here in Neillsville, Minnesota. So that's awesome. You got American Crystal Sugar. You've got, which is another, I mean, that's our sugar company here in Northwest Minnesota. I mean, it's real. We grow sugar beets for American Crystal. You've got some exports. You got an airport here. You've got Walmart. You got Central Grain, Flour Mill. You have fuel stations. You have fuel buy points and sell points at each gas station, which is awesome. You have the cotton buyers there. You have the export, Victor's export business. And then coming down the east side of the map, you have a Central Grain and a flour mill. The flour mill, if you read the description, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to put in there. You have the awesome custom shop here that Nitrodad built, which is just absolutely awesome. And then coming down to the southeastern part, you have more grain sell points. You have a seed factory, biogas, fuel cell, Agway. You have the anhydrous fill trigger. You have the collection point. So there are just plenty of places that you can travel and sell your goods. Coming over to the west side of the map, you have the sawmill down here in the forested area, which is absolutely awesome. Another Central Grain. You have a farm silo for that farm there. And then coming up here on the west side, you have Hershey's Plant, where you can sell like sugar, for example. You have the bakery. You have Adirondack Soda, which is a real place in New York, an old soda business where you can sell products that you make at factories. You've got an Aldi, you've got fuel cells, you've got other businesses in here. I mean, there's like an Applebee's, there's a Tractor Supply. There is just absolutely a kind of everything that you need. There's a Fox Farm over here, which is going to be all your fertilizer needs. No, that's up here. Because you have the ethanol plant, the lime station, yep, the fertilizer buy point, and then other fuel. So you got fuel stations all over the place. Now, keep in mind that prices are going to vary between rural and urban. So keep that in mind, too, when you go in there. If you look in there, you can see you got the Soda Away LD Bakery. You got a central bell sell point where you sell all your bales. You got 3 Central Grains. You got the cotton buyers. You got 4 places to buy and sell fuel. You got the Hershey's Plant, the regional collection point, the root crop sell point, the sawmill, Spokely Potato, Victor's Import Expert, and Walmart. And of course, there are custom crops on this map, so you can do seeds. So you can produce seeds and sell that. You have eggs. You got wool. You've got milk, of course. You got the wood chips, the silage, the grass, hay, straw. You have alfalfa on the map. You have diesel fuel that you can sell. Fertilizer you can sell. Manure, slurry, digestate. You got the pig food, which you can produce and sell. Alfalfa, hay, carrots, onions, hops, cabbage, red cabbage, spelt, rye, compost, flour, corn syrup, millet, triticale, poppy, soda, and sugar, and logs. So, God, man, I mean, you could just make this your own and do whatever you wanted to do. I should also point out that the map does have custom textures, custom crop textures. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And like I said, most of the buildings that he has put in the map are custom built. So you have never seen them before. So let's hop into our Ford. Let's take a little drive. I'll show you around, and I'll try to remember. I have a list here of all the things that I want to get through. But I will go through this one by one, and I'll have a little fun doing it. All right, we're going to take off into town. Now, notice the detail. Notice the white picket fences. It's all just absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I mean, it's just, oh, crap, my hedge. I've been playing on Chillington too long. I just so used to driving through edges. And then again, I'm a crappy driver anyway, so what difference does it make? But you'll just see the people walking around. You'll see, make sure you go check out all the billboards, all the signs, all custom made, and you're going to recognize a lot of them. I mean, I'm even honored to be a part of it, but you'll have to go check out my radio show later. Anyways, but the water, the river, the lakes, the ponds, I mean, it's just, it's absolutely awesome. And the road work itself is just spectacular. So you come into the main section of town, give you an idea of the flow of it. And I try to do that in the beginning of the video, just take some different clips and just kind of show you around and see what you're looking at and get the feel for the map. But you really have to just spend, I would say, just get on here, spend an hour, and just drive around the map, and you'll get the hang of it. The interstate system here, which kind of, it covers most of the map, is absolutely awesome. Burger King, another one of those things, make sure you go into, because there's all kinds of custom things in all these buildings. But like I say, it's just traffic. Traffic. They're going to cruise. They're going to cruise right along the traffic. So make sure you do some damn good driving there, because you don't want to screw that up. Stop signs, yes, I'll stop. Okay. But we'll go check a couple things out here. I'll show you. I want to make sure that I cover the main sell points, the factories, and the 4 farms, and kind of give you an idea of what the map is like in that aspect. So, and I'm going to forget a few things. I know I'm going to kick myself in the head when I'm done with this, because I'm going to forget a few things that I forgot to mention. But I think I'll get the hang of it. Now, the one thing I do want to point out, there are placeable areas along the map that you can purchase, relatively affordable. And what you're going to do is you're going to see the sign that says Nitrodad Modding Real Estate Division. So, if you wanted to buy this property, if you go into the map, thank you very much for saving conveniently, I appreciate that. You see, I am right here. So there is a parcel of land that you can buy. So if I click on it, right here, I can buy this little lot for $92,147. Okay? So I am going to buy that. And now what he did here is really unique, and I like it. I think it's pretty cool, because when you buy land, I mean, you got to go through all the deed process. You know, you got to title it and all that stuff, and it costs you a little bit of money. So even though you bought the land, the sign's still here, right? What you have to do then is you have to go into your garage, and what you're going to see is a for sale area sign. Okay, so it's going to cost you $5,000 to kind of prep this land ready for you. So all you got to do is sell that. You can sell that, which is actually going to cost you $5,000. So you're not actually selling it. It's just a way of doing it. And the sign disappears, and it's good to go. I like that concept. I think it's pretty darn cool. So you're going to find them all around the map. Everywhere you see a sign. Some lots are a little more on the steady side. Some are pretty affordable to put down whatever you want. Greenhouses, if you want to put down, a shop, building, whatever. So you got Walmart over there. Big old Walmart taking over the world. You do have an airport on this map in the right-hand corner here. Here is your precision wool. That's where you're going to sell wool and cotton. There is your airport. Now, I'm not going to go into every little building and stuff like that, but make sure you go check that out, the airport, and kind of go from there. Here is another building, for example. So what you're going to do is you're going to buy that property, and then you got to go into your garage. You got to sell that sign, and once you sell that sign, the building will disappear, and you'll be ready to develop it and do whatever you want with it. Got a Doughboy Donuts. You always got to have a Doughboy Donuts. Got to have a Doughboy Donuts on the map. Hats off to you, Doughboy. Now, we're going to come across to one of the first major sell points, American Crystal Sugar, and I absolutely love what he done here. I mean, this is, for me, it's quite the experience, because every year we grow sugar beets, we harvest sugar beets, we sell them to American Crystal Sugar. So, oh crap, somebody's calling me. So I absolutely love that. But here's American Crystal Sugar, a real-life company here in northwest Minnesota, North Dakota. And you have options if you are going to do if you're going to grow sugar beets. Now, number one, what you can do is you can drive across this platform, and if you look, there's a sign there. So if you drive across the platform on the right and unload, you're going to sell your sugar beets directly. If you happen to drive on the left-hand side, that is going to go into the sugar processing plant and make you sugar. So you have two choices. You can sell your sugar beets directly, or you can sell them and make sugar. So if you choose to make sugar, and I would certainly think about doing this, because there's some big money in potatoes and sugar beets, then after the sugar is refined, it's processed, you can pick it up here on this conveyor, and you can take it and you can sell it, like to Hershey's or the soda place, or I think even the bakery can sell sugar. I'll have to go, you can look at the menu and figure out where you can sell sugar, but those are the three main things that I think of. So that's American Crystal Sugar. Pretty darn cool. Now, here's the one that I'm excited about. I mean, this is just, I tell you what, I'm blown away by it. Spokely red potatoes, Spokely Farms in Neillsville, Minnesota. We grow potatoes every year, so I'm honored to have that, and it's just absolutely awesome. Thank you very much. So that's where you would drop off. I think that is just so cool. I had to come on here and be a potato farmer. I got to come on here and be a potato and sugar beet farmer, I think. Now, I also want to point out a few things. There are gas stations placed around the map. Here is one as well. This is where you can purchase fuel. And each farm is going to have a fuel storage tank where you have to buy fuel and bring it and store it on your farm. But if you find these little, when you go to a gas station, the fuel truck's there, and he's, You see these little things in the ground, these little lids with the little holes, you know, where they stick the pipes into the fuel tanks. This is your sell point. So if you make fuel from the ethanol plant, you can come down here and you can sell it. Awesome. Absolutely. This pickup is just the coolest darn thing, isn't it? I love this pickup. Please refuel tanker first. No, I don't want it. See, I'm on the sell point. So I'm probably trying to sell fuel, but you got to bring a tanker in there and sell that. So that is a few places up here. Like I said, you got to go and explore the map. And I want to check out one other thing here too. Susquehanna Valley, which is in upstate New York, is home to the Sabres. So they have a nice, a kick-butt football stadium over here. Make sure you check that out right here. Whoa, oh, crap, I'm on the curb. We'll just drive across the football stadium. Whoa, now I'm on the other curb. I probably shouldn't be doing that. And I told myself that one thing about this map is it's really going to get you immersed in the driving. You know, using the road work, getting to know the roads and taking a little trip. And I said, you know, I'm going to have to really pay attention to my driving and drive on the road and not cut across fields because there's fences and a lot of barbed wire. A lot of barbed wire. So if you remember Nitrodad, his first map was Hazard County. Hazard County was his first map that came out, like, I think he said about 18 months ago. And then Georgetown came out. Both maps I played and I loved. I thought one was better than the other one. And now this one came out. So this is his third map, and I tell you what, they're all absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So let's hop onto the freeway here. We're going to take a little trip around the map. So if I open up the menu here, you can see that we're right here. So we kind of, you know, there's more to explore. I'm just touching a little bit. So we're going to take this freeway. We're going to go up here. I'm going to show you all the places up here, and then we'll take the freeway all the way down to this spot down here where the other city areas, because you're going to see restaurants and all kinds of stuff. And then once we get down here, we'll take a look at the 4 farms. I'm just going to probably do a little jumping back and forth of the 4 farms. And then we'll end up taking a look down here at this industrial area. And then we'll end up at the shop. So that's kind of my plan. And I do want to show you Bubba's here too. We'll get that there as well. But that's kind of my plan for the tour. And as we do tour, I'll try to keep in mind of giving you all the cool little features and the updates. But I think I kind of covered a lot already. I wanted you to really understand the story, what he was trying to do. And then, you know, custom crop types. There's a custom soybean texture. There is all the extra crops in the map. Red cabbage, spelt well you saw it. Onions, carrots. So you can do all that as well. Be very immersed into the map. And I know people that I've talked to already kind of have a plan of what they're going to do, and a lot of people are excited about it. But here's the freeway. So we're heading down the freeway. Oh, crap. There's Sophie trying to call me again. I better call her. Well, I'm going to head down here a little bit. I'll get back to you when I get up to the second little industrial area, the second little town there, and we'll look at that and kind of go from there. Look at that fuel sign right along the freeway. You get off the freeway, you don't hit the road sign, and you can get some fuel there. So there's a couple places here that we should probably check out. I'm just going to stop on the freeway and we'll just do a little jaunting, but a gas station there, so you can buy and sell fuel there as well. And we'll look at these little places here and have a go. But let me walk up there and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I decided to keep going. Right here is your Fox Farm. This is where, I'm going to pull up this, I'm kind of blocking the freeway here. But this is where you are going to get all your fertilizer needs in the valley at Fox Farm here. So you go into there, you can get your dry fertilizer, your urea, your nitrogen, you can get lime, and you can also get liquid nitrogen, liquid fertilizer at Fox Farm there. The first place was Brown & Sons. That is their shop. They run the BGA in the valley, so make sure you check that out. Now we're going to go up here to the ethanol plant. And if you listen to the beginning, it's going to tell you exactly what you need. It'll also be in the description. Here's my nice little Ford pickup truck. I just parked right in the middle of the road. I didn't get off on the exit ramp. That's my fault. I wanted to kind of stay on the freeway here. But this is the ethanol plant here. So it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And the interesting thing about the ethanol plant is you can make fuel. And you can also, let's see, I'm trying to get this right here. Is it corn syrup? I'm trying to take down. Come on. MINN, get the program here. But there you go. The ethanol, yeah, corn syrup production. So what's going to do is you can come in here. You got a little scale here, which is pretty cool. And all the signs will tell you exactly what you need to do. So you follow the red line, you are going to make ethanol. You follow the blue line, you're going to make corn syrup. So you come back here. There's the blue line to go that way. Here's the red line to go this way. And it's going to tell you exactly what you need. The description tells you to, and you'll kind of get that down. You'll kind of memorize that. But here you go. So it's going to tell you that you need, in order to make ethanol, 25% water and 75% corn. So there you go. You go back the other way, it's going to tell you what you need to make corn syrup. We'll just walk back there. This is an awesome ethanol plant. People standing around working. I tell you what, it must be it's almost like a government job, just people standing around here. But you come back here, and this will be the corn syrup on the blue line, and you can go through the instructions there and drop off your required materials to make corn syrup. So you have all kinds of options. I'm telling you, it's just absolutely cool what Nitrodad has done with putting all this stuff together. So here's your blue line. You're going to go back to that building. We'll just walk over there so I can show you exactly what you need. And then you can make corn syrup, and you can sell that. So in other words, for corn syrup, you need 25% water and 75% corn. So there you go. Awesome. That is the ethanol plant. And like I said, Fox Farm right next door. You can see that. That's where you're going to get all your fertilizer needs in the valley. So you're going to do a little bit of a driving. You're going to do some driving. But I like that concept because then you can really see the sights. And you can get the back roads. You can get kind of used to the roads, find the shortcuts, stay on the freeway. Hey, buddy. How you doing today? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. So we get back at our pickup. We'll continue our little trek. And we'll try to go through there. So when you got all the things done, so customer pickup for ethanol will be here. So once your ethanol has been produced, you can pick that up there. And once your corn syrup has been done, you can pick that up there. Isn't that just fantabulous? Okay, back into the pickup truck we go. Okay, so now looking at the map, now what you got to do is you get to explore the scenery. You get to go see the sights. You come from the top part of the map, there's more mountainous here. And then eventually when we get around the corner and get down to the bottom, you're going to get down into the river valley. That's where your bigger fields are. Should point out, you got 140 fields to choose from. How can you go wrong with that? So you get down into the main valley there, you got your big fields, your more fertile fields, your a lot of good farming down there if you want to use the bigger machinery. If you want to stay up top, you can use a little smaller machinery and do a little smaller farming. But as you can see on the map there, we're coming around the top corner around 101. So keep in mind that you're down here right on top there, on top of that, well, I can't really see it, but you're going to see there's fields up there, 101, 102, 103. So it's really cool the way it's laid out, because you can be driving along and not realize there's a combine right above you doing some harvesting. So kind of here, give you a good feeling. You come out of the mountains, you're down in the river valley. There's some big fields down there, and now you can start to see the distance. I mean, how everything just kind of plays in. It's so beautifully done. I mean, it really is beautifully done. So you got all kinds of logging operations. You got, even coming up here, there's a swamp logging. If you want to do some swamp logging, there, this is the map for you, man. You can do some swamp logging there. You can do some mountain logging. You can just go, that little firewood mod, and you can go there and you can just chop some firewood and sell that. I mean, you got all kinds of options. But I like this down in here. I think this is really neat. You get out of the hills, you get down to the river valley, and you kind of go from there. So right off to the right there is the swamp logging. So you can buy a parcel of land there. You can do some swamp logging. You look back up there, you see some more hillside farming. And what's really cool is a lot of these fields down here in the valley, and even some up into the hills, they're not separated by gates or barbed wire. So a lot of them you can plow together and make some big fields if you wanted to, which is pretty darn cool for those of you that like the big field farming. And I might think about doing that too down the road. But you kind of think about how do you want to start off? What do you want to do? I kind of like the concept of starting off slow and eventually building up. So we'll exit the interstate. We're coming up here. If you look at the map, we are directly on the west side of the map. You're going to see the animal dealer here. There's 3 industries. There's some fuel cell points, buy points. There's some businesses that you can go in and take a look, especially Arnold's Burger. You really got to look at that. So here is the animal dealership, Cattleman's. This is where you're going to purchase all your bacon, your T-bones, your wool jackets, all kinds of good stuff. And when you get out of here, you gotta check out the little auction going on. There you go, that cool? Oh, look at that. That guy is going to be one tasty ribeye right there, I'm telling you that. So that is the animal dealer. And you'll see as you go along the map, there are little sounds, and I tell you what, it's really cool. Some of the sounds I'm not going to go into because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but you'll have to go check that out. And look for yourself. So, coming here, you got a little town area here. You've got another Doughboy Donuts. He's a franchise, man. He's all over the place, taking over the world. And this is the Arnold's Burger thing that I'm telling you about. You got to go in here, and you got to walk around there. You got to look at the pictures. You've got to, I mean, you can actually pick up a burger and eat it if you want. So go into there. You can go right into the shop. Like I said, most of the buildings in here, you can walk into. You can really walk into and see. Right up here on, as Nitrodad does famously, I mean, it's all incorporated. You have the hats off to the men and women who have served and are still serving into our military, all branches of the military represented, even the new Space Force. You betcha. Captain Jean-Luc Picard right there. So that is awesome. Stars and Stripes flying with the remembrance of those and honoring the ones that are still serving. So that's absolutely awesome. Another fine touch to these this outstanding map. Got Tractor Supply here. You can purchase some lime from Tractor Supply, and I think I have to double check that seed. I can't remember, but you can purchase some lime back there from Tractor Supply as well. Now here you've got the soda factory. So you are going to bring in your materials to produce. You can sell. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here. You can sell sugar here. I sold sugar here. I made a lot of money. And kind of go from there. That is the soda factory there. And then you have the bakery right next door where you can sell some goods as well. I'm tell you what, I tell you what, sugar, there's a good possibility of making some big money on sugar. And then that brown building over there is the Hershey Plant. So you can sell products there as well. You're going to have to, you go into the menu here. You go into the menu. I can't remember this off the top of my head, but I should remember. But if you go over here to Hershey, for example. So Hershey, you can sell milk. You can sell milk, $18.26. Holy buckets. And then you can sell flour, and you can sell corn syrup, and you can sell sugar. So there are the prices listed. You can make some good money. So keep in mind that. Look at the factory, see what you can sell there, and always kind of go for the best price. But like I said, price is going to depend on rural or urban, so make sure you look at that. Now, we are right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here real quick before we continue on. We are on this little county road right here heading to the southwest part of the map. But all the farms, you can kind of see two of them. You see the silos off the distance? Right there, there's one, there's two, there's three. So I'm going to jump ahead, and we are going to go take a look at each farm. Now, I said this in the beginning, what the prices are. Oh, man, I'm zoomed in there. What the prices are for farms. So the big one, this is the $1 million farm here. We'll take a look at that first. And then this is a horse and sheep barn that you could sell separately. So even if you wanted to live in the trailer, you could just buy horse and sheep and start doing that too. So that's kind of cool. Yep. So here's one farm, $1 million. You have this little section here, which you could buy for $76,000. Gives you horse and sheep together. This farm here by field number 1 is $538. It's also going to give you this parcel of land here, which is the silo. Farm 3 over here, I don't know what number they are. I'm just calling them. This is a nice farm here. This is the one if you watched, Clutch took this one here. This one's $800,000. Nice looking farm. I love that farm. And then down here is the fourth one. Look at that parcel of land though. I like how the parcel of lands are done because it's not just a square field. You got some area there to look at and kind of go from there. So we'll take a look at those 4 farms. Matter of fact, we'll start off with this one here because I got to do a few things. I want to show you what is cool about this farm here. So this is the $1 million farm. Every farm has a TMR silo. It's going to tell you. Corn, hay, silage is going to make TMR. You also have a grass silo for your grass, hay, and straw here as well. That's a big building. If you remember from Georgetown, the awesome shop, I took that farm. So you have that big shop building there. You've got slurry and manure there, and of course a fertilizer silo. So each farm's going to have a fertilizer silo that you can fill up and store fertilizer. Stars and Stripes in the background. This farm has a huge silo system and an awesome custom-built hog barn. Pigsty. This thing is cool. So that is a custom model that Nitrodad built himself, which is absolutely awesome. I just get some fast boots on. Golf cart. I need some fast boots. So that is there for you as well. Here is your buy point for that. Pretty darn cool. You got a lot of sheds. You got a lot of open spot on this big $1 million farm. And of course, you're going to have a house. So if you did buy this farm, you can put the sleep trigger right there at the house. You get that little picture, and you'll be good to go. Lots of storage, lots of sheds, big silo capacity. This is a big operation here. This is the big equipment farm. But some people like to be able to just build their own farm, right? Nice flat area. So this is the farm to do it. If you wanted to build a farm and landscape and put in trees or whatever you want to do, this is the farm for you, because here's what you can do. Number one, I gotta go in and get some money here, but I will be right back. All right, I got some fast money. Now I am going, matter of fact, while I'm here, I'm going to buy all the farms so I can kind of show you what they're like here. If I had to do something, I don't think I really need to, but I'm just going to buy all the farms. There we go. So like I was saying, this farm here, this big one that we're at right here, you could kind of make your own. So once you buy that, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I don't think I should have bought the other one. I don't think I should have bought the other ones first. Oh yeah, I got the stuff on there. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is I kind of screwed that up a little bit. But what I was trying to say is, if I go into my garage, this big farm, you're going to start to see when you buy a farm, you're going to see the buildings. So basically what you can do is you could buy this farm, you could go in here and you could sell all the buildings, and it would be one flat land. Okay? A couple buildings are going to stay. And then if you wanted to go back to that, if you go into the animal pens, you're going to see there's no screenshot, but this is that big pig enclosure right here. So you can put it back in if you want. So every farm you buy, you're going to have some buildings that you can and cannot sell. But I did this before, trust me. You can basically sell this and make this a flat land and build your own farm. So this is the $1 million farm. If you choose to go that way, to each their own. Nobody can tell you how to play this game, right? So let's go over to this little horse and sheep paddock here. So you don't need to buy a farm to have horse and sheep. And look at all these custom buildings. Each building is going to have a different picture on the side. This is the man and the horse. This is the horse barn. I'm telling you what, it is absolutely just awesome. So you have horse on one side. There you go. And you have sheep on the other side. So if you didn't want to buy a farm and you want to do some contracting work, live in the trailer, you could buy this and start having horse and sheep. But look at that barn. I mean, it's just Americana right there. So that is that. Right across the road is the silo system that goes with the second farm that we are going to look at. So that would be the silo here. This is the second farm. This is the farm, if you watched Clutch's stream last night, that he decided to buy. So you've probably seen this. I mean, the cool pond in the middle. You got the walkway out here to the gazebo. You've got chickens. You've got cows. You've got horses. You've got pigs. I mean, that's just, it's picturesque. This is a picturesque farm. This side of the road, you got your house, which if you want to buy this, just put the sleep trigger right next to the house. So that is a farm there as well. You can see the barn. You can see the barn. This one has the man behind the two horses doing a little plowing, a little old-fashioned farming. Chicken coop there with the stars and stripes on the side. I mean, it's just, you know, the big farm is flat. These next farms are going to have some undulations and a little more character to them. So everybody has an option of what they want to do. Now, this farm does have a cow pen, which is really cool. So your cow, this is basically your cow barn. You do have an upside here where you can open this up. You got lofts. Another cool thing, these ladders you can pick up and move around. So if you want to put bales up there, if you want to do the little old-fashioned Amish kind of farming, you can do that. But your cows are going to walk along this pathway. This is another cool thing about this farm that I really like. And you've got barbed wire fences, so you can remove them and walk through. That is just darn cool. There is your buy point. So you got barbed wire fences. The cows are going to come through. This is your big open cow pasture here. So you can put all your feed in the middle, your water on the side here. You see that I had the extension mod on here. So you can do that. And down below the hill down there, oh no, I'm on the wrong farm here. That's the next farm over. But on this farm here, I'm right here. So up on this little vista kind of thing, I don't know if you want to call that, is a pig barn. So this pig barn you probably have seen. It's an awesome set of buildings. So here is your pig farm here. That is kind of away. You got a shed in the back, kind of away from the main farm. So you come down this path here. Look at the undulations and the valley and the trees. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. So that is your pig farm coming up, or your pig barn for that farm that we just looked at there with the lake in the middle. So you come around the hill, there's your farm. I mean, the silos in the distance. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So that is the second farm. The third farm here we're going to jump to, we'll jump to the chicken pen. It's pretty cool. I should do, you know what I'm going to do? I should do this here. I don't do a lot of flying around. I just like the landscaping thing. But here is this farm. This might be easier than walking around. So you have your house, you got sheds, you got a nice silo system, you got the TMR silo, you've got the grass silo as well. On the lower part here, you got sheds, you got the barn with a different picture on the side. What's cool about this farm is your cows are going to come here, they come out into this huge open pasture. I mean, the whole point of these farms is huge cattle pastures. And that is just a massive cattle pasture, little lake there. I like this farm. I really do. I like this farm, and I'm kind of torn, you know. What do you do? What farm do you take? Like I said, each farm has a fuel tank that you can fill up and put in. And then down below here is your hog barn, your pigsty for your bacon. So, I mean, each farm has a different setup, a different characteristic, and I think everybody's gonna like them. I think, you know, there's something for everybody here. So that is that farm there as well. I know, but you know what? You can explore the different farms, and you can kind of go from there and see. Now we'll go down to the last farm here. We'll just drop in there right at the silo. So here is your silo, and I'm telling you, I think this is one of my favorite farms. I really do think this is one of my favorite farms. So there's your silo down below. Your farm is up there, but look at the distance. You know, you can see the undulations. You can see the other farms, and great multiplayer. Whoa, crap, Sophie, gosh darn it, quit calling me. So great multiplayer, because you could have 4 farms on here, 4 different people, all kind of in the same vicinity, and you're going to see people farm, and you're going to meet them. You're going to meet them on the road, which is absolutely awesome. So we'll take a little look over there as well. So that's the last farm we were at. We got to figure out where we are. Oh yeah, we got to go down here, past this one farm with the lake. That's, like I said, Clutch's farm. And then we'll come down here to this farm here. Now this farm has that weird shape. So it includes this, and this. I mean, awesome. Barbed wire fence all around. So your cows have this huge, let's get rid of that map there. Your cows have this huge pasture that they can go out and roam free. Fertilizer silo, both of your silos as well. Up on top here, you come down, you've got your house, your garage, another awesome, look at that. You got the American flag and the Canadian flag on that farm, and you got a tractor on the side of the barn. Absolutely awesome. So your cows will start here, and they can roam into the pasture. Open area here, you got a shed, you got your slurry pit there, your fuel tank. I'm telling you, that is a cool farm. I think that's probably my favorite. I think that's probably my favorite farm that there is on the map. So if you look at the big map, you can see we're down here. I mean, you got all kinds of stuff. Now, if you go to the lower part of this farm, you've got your horses and your sheep. The same kind of building where you got horses on one side, sheep on the other. That is really cool. That is really cool. Down by the little lake here. I mean, I think that's my favorite farm. I think that's my favorite farm. Now, instead of driving down here because it's in the trees, here is your compost factory. You can see, I'll get rid of the map there. That is your compost factory. You're going to put in straw and manure, and you're going to make compost. So you'll dump them in there, and you'll pick it up right here on this conveyor on the side. And then over here is your sawmill down by the lake. I mean, just absolutely cool. So you can dump in your wood chips there and your logs in here, and you can make some money on the sawmill. So that takes care. I know it's kind of fast, but point of it, you get to come in here and explore. So we did that. Here's the sawmill here. There's a central grain sell point here as well. Our pickup truck is back up here. So I'm going to meet you probably right coming into town, another industrial area here. We'll take a look at some of these buildings, and then we will head up the freeway, and we will finish up at the shop, and I'll show you that. The flour mill is right here as well. So I'll see you back in just a little bit. Just to kind of give you a little idea of the countryside, here we are. We're right down here. We are on the bottom south central part of the map. We just passed that one farm that I really liked, and you can see off to the distance another farm there, that hog barn. But we're just kind of coming. I wanted to show you the countryside here. I mean, just the road network is impressive. Went off to the right here, you can do some logging and kind of go from there. I should point out that the map is seasons ready. It is precision farming capability, and it does have the straw harvest add-on as well. Also, the store cells mod is built into the map too, so you don't need to have the extra mod. That's where stuff comes on sale specials, you know, at the store. But look, the winding road, up and down. I mean, it's so immersive. It's like you're actually not playing a video game. You're just actually sitting in a pickup truck driving around the countryside in upstate New York. I'm telling you. So keep that in mind as well. You can see the smokestacks off to the distance. And we'll come up into this other little part here where you have some kind of, you know, a city feel to it, but there's a lot of industry coming in here. We are in the southeast corner of the map. There's all kinds of stuff to do. There is an anhydrous refill trigger over there on the left. Another fuel station where you can buy and sell fuel as well. We'll take it right into town here. And like I said, you got to come in and you got to explore. You got to really just take a pickup truck drive around, go into the buildings, see what you can see. I mean, it's just, it's laid out perfectly. Little trailer park. There you go. It almost looks like my lake place there. And another place here that I didn't show you is and I probably should show you this just to show you what it's like. But here's some abandoned buildings. Yep, free thought. They are closed due to progress. So this is another big placeable area. You could really expand your horizons with this one. So if you did purchase this lot, like I said, it's right here. It's actually kind of a big lot too. 71,000 bucks. Not bad at all. So you did buy that, right? Now the sign and the building's still here, like I said. But what you got to do is you got to go into your garage. Get to my garage here. You got to go into your garage and find. Now I bought all those farms. I shouldn't have done that. Let's see. You got to find that for sale area. So here's that for sale area sign. You sell that, which actually you're not selling. It costs you $5,000. But when you do, it's developed. The buildings are gone. You got some weeds growing. But that's another example of how that works. So make sure you go into your garage. If you do purchase, the building disappears. Pretty darn cool. So you got Central Grain here on to the right, another sell point there, Central Grain. There are 4 of them located on the map. And then here you have the biogas plant. The Broughton Sons biogas plant is there. Sheffield Seed, oh, that's a Sheffield Seed Company. I'm sorry, Sheffield Seed Company first and the biogas plant. So there you can bring in your crops to make seed. I think it takes wheat, barley, rye, spelt, corn. I can't remember. You have to double check that. But it takes like 5 or 6 different crops where you can bring in and make seed for seed production. That's pretty cool. You can use the seed to plant your fields, or you can sell seed. Here is your BGA. So you can also sell wood chips here too, I believe, on the left with your BGA. So you dump in your chaff. You got 2 bunkers on the other outside of the fence here. You can sell your silage, and you can also sell wood chips there too as well. So that is the BGA, and of course, feel free to go at it. Dollar General store, like I said, more little buildings. You got to go in. You got to check out all the stores. I mean, go around, check out the stores. There's Starbucks, Burger King. There's a Subway over there. It just gives you a real good feeling of, I don't know, a real life map. So we're down here in the corner. Like I said, there's anhydrous over there. There's another sell point over there too. We're going to take it right here. We're going to get back onto the freeway. And I might do this. We'll just keep going here. We'll just keep going. Look at that. I tell you what, you can even buy a Mountain Dew. You can even buy a Mountain Dew. No more Coke machines. You got to have Mountain Dew machines, man. That's what I'm excited about, Mountain Dew machines. First time I've ever seen a Mountain Dew machine on a map. I think that was just showing. I think that's on that. Dude, why is it always Coke machines? Why can't it be a Mountain Dew machine? Next thing he comes back, says be a picture of a Mountain Dew machine. Awesome. But we'll get back onto the freeway, and the freeway system is really cool. It makes it, I tell you what, if you had a truck and a trailer and you can really cruise, you know, it's a 4X map, so it's big. But you can just, I mean, you can get somewhere fast. Like I said, watch out for the traffic. Watch out for the traffic. But we'll head up here on the freeway. We're going to head up to the shop. That's the final spot that I want to show you. And you can buy and sell your equipment there. It's a custom-built shop. You can go inside. You can interact. And there's a little neat thing that I'll show you here in a second. Billboards, like I said, you got to look at the billboards. You're going to see some pretty cool ones. You're going to see there's a Tractor World billboard there. Some people you're going to recognize from YouTube. check that out as well. You also got to walk around and see all the different sounds. I might be repeating myself here, like I can't talk either. But make sure you check that out as well. Look at the beautiful scenery. We're on the interstate, cruising through the countryside of upstate New York. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Come back into the main area of town, kind of where we started from. Oh, I do have one other thing to show you. There's Tractor World. So Tractor World is up here on your right. Awesome custom shop where you can do all your buying and selling of machinery. And I like the concept. You know, it's not a dealership per se. It's all around. Oh, crap car! I thought you were going to come after me. But we'll get off the interstate here. And I do like this. Some people are going to say, well, I want to cut through the... Well, yeah, but that's not really what it's about. Costco AMC down there. Absolutely cool. Get off the interstate, we'll come down here to Tractor World. So I'm going to really have to paint. There's another one of those placeable sell points there that you can buy and remove the sign. So, you know, I'm really going to have to be careful about actually driving. Getting used to chilling. I was cutting across fields and hedges and whatever I wanted to do. But, you know, just the detail here in the stores. There's Sprint, there's H&R Block, Planet Fitness, GameStop, buy the new PlayStation 5. But here is your dealership. Your one tractor that you get your Massey is right here with the fertilizer spreader there. So here is Tractor World. You can come into the shop. You can do your repair work. You can sell. Look at this. There's Dexter down there fixing a Case 380. Hey, Dexter, how you doing? Nice cowboy hat you got on there, buddy. But every building, pretty much every building in here is immersive. You can open the doors. You can walk in. Here you got a New Holland, a John Deere, a Case in the shop. You got all your supplies, all your equipment. Nice gentleman here waiting to take your order or help you out. Hey, baby, how you doing? Good to see you. And here is the second tractor that you get. Here is the Deutz-Fahr tractor that you get. So you can actually, because if you came in here, I can jump into the tractor. There I am. Now, it took me a good hour to figure out how to get this tractor out of there. You can figure that out. I mean, use your common sense and you can figure it out. But that's your other tractor that you own that you can take out of the dealership, and you can sell it. You could do whatever you want to do with it. But open the door. So that is the shop. Pretty cool. When you buy stuff, they will come underneath the big open shed here. If you bought any piece of equipment, that's where you will find it. But that is the shop. Awesome. Financing available. Everyone is approved on approved credit. Or on approved credit. How'd that go? So check that out as well. Now, look at the map. I basically kind of did a quick jaunt. Now, like I said, you got to take all these county roads here. You got to go out and explore, get the feel for the map. There's forestry all over the place. I haven't showed you this. I want to show you two other things real quick, because we covered everything else. That's your main home that you start with. Here's your shop. We saw all the business up here. We made this little loop. We came down here. We saw the bakery, the soda place, Hershey's. There is 4 farms right here, plus the cow and sheep pen there. We saw this. So what I want to do is I want to jump to right here real quick. This is the pig food factory. Whoa, crap, I'm stuck in here. This is the pig food factory. So if you want to raise pigs, you can certainly do that. This is where you pick up your pig food. This is Porky's. Porky's hometown pig food. Awesome. I mean, just all the same. Make your own pig food. Oh, I thought it said hometown pig food. So you're going to drop off your ingredients for pig food there into these bays. And you get, right here on the side. I'm sorry. Right here on the side. And you can make your pig food. And you can kind of go from there. I think it's, well, the description tells you. I told you that in the beginning of what it takes. Read the description. So your pig food, it's like potatoes, 50% potatoes, sugar beets, and then there's wheat and then corn, I think. Yeah, different percentage of each. And then right across the street from the pig food is the bale sell point. That is right here. So you come into these markings right here. This will sell your bales. And you have little bales inside there. So that is your bale sell point. Now, one other place I want to show you is this place right here. This is Bubba's. This is Bubba's, is it Bubba's Repair Shop? Yeah, Bubba's Diesel Auto Repair Shop. Once again, you can walk into the doors. I mean, you can buy yourself a Mountain Dew, for crying out loud. A little office back there. So this is Bubba's Repair Shop. So if you wanted to sell your house, you could buy this lot. It also comes with the trailer park next door. You got some grass you can mow. And then, of course, you have the sleep trigger here as well if you bought it. so you don't need to have a farm to have a sleep trigger. You got a little area in the back here. You got your garbage crap back there. So that is an option of how you want to start it. And I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing that myself. So that is it. That is Susquehanna Valley by Nitrodad, the best American map, period. I mean, there's no question about it. I thought Hazard County was awesome. Then Georgetown came out, and I thought that was even better. Yeah, now this came out, and I'm telling you what. I don't know how he's going to outdo himself, but I think he's going to go take a nap. Airplanes in the air. There's even a helicopter flying around, too, as well. But just give you a little idea of the valley here. I mean, these barbed wire electric fences, absolutely awesome. People traveling. There's a smokestack in the back. So that is absolutely just fantastic. It is on Nexus Mods right now. The link will be in the description of this video. Download it, give it a good rating, take a little gander, explore it. Oh, there's a helicopter above the airplane. Absolutely awesome. I want to be in that airplane. I want to go flying. Anyways, I hope you liked the tour. Please leave some comments or questions in this video. I'll try to I'll respond to every single one, and I'll try to answer your questions. Like I said, Nitrodad gave me the privilege of helping out here a little bit, and I've had so much fun doing it, and now I can't wait to get started. So hopefully number 1 will come out here in just a little bit. The only thing that I didn't show you, there's one other beat piler on the map. I didn't show you that, so you do have that, but check the prices out too. Beat piler, cool. You drive on, loads your beats and piles. But anyways, thanks for joining me today. I sincerely appreciate it. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And above all, keep them between the ditches, my friends. So long.